We're delving into the world of artificial intelligence, AI.
AI could be the thing that kicks off.
AI program that essentially scours the
Open
entire
AI.
internet.
Of AI to cheat, do their assignment.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Max from the marketing team, and today we are reviewing another app thanks to one of our Discord users, Jordan. So thank you very much, Jordan, for publishing this on our Discord. The app is called Langotalk, and we're going to show you today exactly how it works. Now, before we go into the demo of Langotalk, I mentioned just before Discord, we think you should head along to our Discord because we're discovering so many great things. Thanks to all of you guys, all of our students, all of our subscribers. We've got hundreds of people there now, and we talk about all kinds of different things. Obviously, it mainly centers around language learning, but there's plenty of other things we talk about as well. We share resources. We talk about ways that we're learning at the moment. We help each other through motivational dips. We do all kinds of stuff. So the link will be right down there in the description. Come along. If you've not got Discord before, I didn't have it a year ago either. I love it now. So come along and join the conversation. Right, back to the case in hand, Langotalk. So this is a web app. So this isn't an app that you're going to be downloading from an Apple Store or Google Play. This is a URL that you need to visit, whether it be in your mobile phone or on your computer. I personally prefer using the computer because you get a bigger screen and an easier feel. But of course, many people these days prefer mobile. You go into langotalk.org, you can sign up, which we'll show you shortly in our demo. And you essentially talk or type to language bots, so AI bots, lots of different ones who specialize in different things. You can also partake in grammar drills, you can do reading practice, you can save words and add them to lists. There's lots of really cool things that you can do inside of Langotalk, and it's all powered by the buzzword of 2023, artificial intelligence. So a couple of quick points before we jump right into my screen. Langotalk at the moment teaches 12 different languages. They include English, French, Arabic, Mandarin, Japanese, Spanish and Italian. I'm sure that they will add others in the future as well, but the current state of play is there's 12 languages, so should be something for everyone in there, I'd like to think. Langotalk is free, but as you will probably discover soon, it would be beneficial to go for the paid version because you do get a lot more access to it, and the price isn't particularly outrageous, especially if you sign up for the year program. But enough on that. Let's go straight into my screen right now. So welcome to the Langotalk web app. So this is based at langotalk.org. So remember, we already said that this isn't an app that you download through an app store. This is an actual URL that you need to visit, which is langotalk.org. So the link will be in the description for you, so you can follow that once you've watched this video. And you can see the homepage claims that you can master numerous languages 6 times faster by chatting with AI-based tools. I'm not sure where they get that from exactly, but we'll roll with it for now and check the rest of the page. So it's all really neatly laid out. It's very simple, very less is more, which is actually something I really like, that it's not too busy and it's all broken down quite nicely. And what you would do at the top, you would register, so you would get started. So you would select a language that you want to learn. So you can pick any one of the 12 that they've got at the moment. And then you can kind of tell them what your level is. And then you would pick things that you like to talk about. So this is quite cool because it will try to tailor it more towards what you like. So you can pick numerous topics here, and then you would continue. And then you would sign up. As I've already done that, I won't go through all of that. I will sign straight in so you can see what everything looks like. So this is the lobby, which essentially is the home page of the web app. And there's not really an awful lot that you need to see here. So you've got the menu on the top left, which you won't really ever need because there's nothing much there apart from a few other external links. You've got your saved words, which you can utilize there. And then on the top right, you've got your account. Now, as I'm a premium member, I can change my language here, which is quite good. So you'll notice that I can flick through to Chinese, for example, and all my chats have turned to Mandarin speakers. So we've got Chen, Wei, Li, Liu, Jing, Lin, and etc. Lots of different AI friends, which have kind of different types of chat. So you've got someone that you would speak to in Zara, perhaps, someone at work, so a HR interview or an interviewer, a hostel guest, a tour guide. So lots of different types of people that you can do various different conversations with, which I think is very cool. Rather than just doing everything with one bot, you can kind of break it down and then review everything with whatever topic you want. You've also got other useful tools down here, which I will go through later. These are quite cool. Your AI tutor, questions whiz, grammar drills, reading practice and word explorer. So we'll touch on those later. And then you've got numerous statistics here that you can also check, some numbers and graphs, which is always quite engaging to follow your progress. So we'll do Italian for this demo, which is one of my target languages. So if I go to all my chats here, you can see all the names in Italian. So I'm just going to start a new chat with, let's chat to Martina, who's a professor, and let's see what happens.
Buongiorno, come posso aiutarti con il tuo francese oggi?
Buongiorno Martina. Infatti adesso sto imparando italiano. Puoi aiutare?
Sono felice di aiutarti con l'italiano. Iniziamo con qualche domanda o argomento specifico.
In realtà io penso grammatica italiana è molto difficile. Puoi aiutare?
Capisco cosa vuoi dire. La grammatica italiana può essere complessa, ma con la pratica migliorerai. Chiedimi pure qualsiasi cosa.
Okay, so I'll just stop that there for now so you get an idea of how it works. So you'll notice at the top right there I switched my microphone on, but you can also type as well. So if you look at the bottom of my screen, you can see that I can type in here and then send a message like that. I prefer to speak because I think speaking is much more kind of important with communication. Now, a few things to note here. So obviously I'm not talking perfectly and I make mistakes. So one of the great things I love about Langotalk is if you click on a sentence that you have spoken, you can gain a grammar review. So what it will do in real time, it will basically tell you if you've spoken a grammatically perfect sentence or if there's things you can do to improve. So you'll notice at the moment it's thinking, and it comes back with a suggestion here. So it says, great job, your sentence is mostly correct, just a small adjustment. And then it's given me an adjustment. So I think here I said Italiano rather than l'Italiano. So it's just added that there. And then it gives you the meaning of what you said. So this is very, very good. Let me just do the same for my second sentence because I think I had a few grammar issues here and I think there's some things I could potentially do better, but let's see what it says. But it's very, very good. Now, note in the free version of Langotalk, you only get a small number of grammar reviews. So this is something that if you find useful, which I personally think is super, super useful, then you would need to subscribe to the paid version, and we'll go through costs later on in this review. So here you can say, my sentence structure is quite good, just a small adjustment, and then it's told me a couple of things. So here I should have said sia molto difficile, and etc., just like that. If you don't understand the sentence that has been spoken to you by the bot, you can also click that and it will translate it for you. This is done through Google, so notice it might not be absolutely perfectly accurate, but it should give you an idea. And even further, you can also look at certain words, and if a specific word you don't know, you can click it and it will tell you. So here, iniziamo would mean let's start, the we, so we, let's start. And if I wish, I can add it to my collection, or I can learn more about the word and hear it pronounced.
Iniziamo.
So there's ways that you can have a conversation for about 5-10 minutes and then go back and break everything right down to the words that you didn't understand, to your grammar. And I would talk for longer, but there's no point in kind of doing the same thing over. You get an idea of how it works. There's also a brief look at the chats there, and you can chat, as I've shown you already, to different people about different things, and essentially follow the conversation and make notes as you go along, which is super useful. Now, the next section is, if we go away from our chats, the useful tools. So we'll just delve into these very, very quickly. So this is like your tutor, I suppose. So I just tested this with Chinese the other day and just typed in let's learn colours. And it said, great, let's start with the basic ones. And it did it really well. It got all the colours right. It's giving you the pinyin with the tonal marks, which is very useful. And let's do the same for Italian. So can you teach me the months of the year? And let's see what can be done here. So this, I think, is a really useful tool, because you can ask it anything you want, and within reason you should get a pretty accurate response. So let's see here how accurate it is. So gennaio, January, February, Marzo, March, Aprile, etc. And it's got them pretty much perfect. So we can also do a quiz. So let's just quickly engage in that, just to show you what it's about. Question 1, how do you say January in Italian? And we are correct. So that's a good start. Now July. Also correct. And what is the last month of the year? So let's get this one wrong and just double check it gets it. It tells us. There we go. So I've got 2 out of 3 there. And then you can start a new lesson and go from there. So I think that's quite nice, that it teaches you what you ask it to, and then engage in a small quiz as well at the end. The questions whiz. So I'll help you practice Italian by asking you questions and providing feedback on your answers. So let's just see what happens. Ask me a question. So we want to pick a topic from the practice menu, which is on the bottom right. And we can pick a topic here. So there's loads of different topics you can see. Let's do personal passions. I'm preparing the questions for you, aim for detailed and thoughtful answers. Lots of emoji use you'll see as well in here. Okay, so it's given us a question in Italian. Qual è la tua passione principale e come l'hai scoperta? So what's your main passion and how did you discover it? I'm not going to write it all in here because it will take me all day, but you get an idea of what you can do with this. So you can give it a nice long paragraph and it should then come back and tell you what you've got correct, what you've not, was it legible, was it understandable, and go from there. So that is the questions whiz. This is very, very useful. So I've been using this for Chinese grammar in the last week, where I've just been going through different sentences, and it's very good because it kind of tells you you've written a grammatically correct sentence, however there are better ways, and then it tells you what you can do. So this is similar to the grammar review in the chats earlier, and then you can kind of go through all of your grammar points. You've got a reading practice section and then a words explorer. I won't go through them all, I'll let you discover them yourself, just not to waste too much time. And that really is the program in a nutshell. So you've got all your chats, you've got different tools that you can use below, and all of your languages here. There are currently 12. I'm sure they're going to have more, but that, in a nutshell, is Langotalk. Okay, so the $1 million question, no pun intended. What is the cost of Langotalk? Well, firstly, it's not $1 million, so we're okay there. So as I've said, it is free up to a certain level, but I do believe that to really discover Langotalk, you should try the monthly or yearly service. Now, I signed up to the yearly service. So the monthly service, I'll do this in euros, is $19.99 per month. So it's not particularly cheap. However, if you go to the yearly version, €79.99. So it actually makes a lot of sense because you're paying for 4 monthly fees essentially. So if you look at it from that front, you're getting 8 months or 66% free. Whereas with the monthly version, €20 a month for one language learning app, let's say you've got a portfolio as well, it's not particularly cheap. So I would wholeheartedly recommend you go for the yearly subscription with Langotalk, but that is the cost. Okay, so the next $1 million question, let's say, as we summarize, is should you download Langotalk? Well, I hope this video has given you an idea of what it's about and my thoughts on it. I must admit, this is one of the most exciting apps or web apps in language learning I've seen in recent times. I love the fact that they're jumping on a trend here, and AI is clearly here to stay. I think we're all very aware of that. Everyone has played with ChatGPT to a certain level. We see it invading all kinds of industries now, and it's causing lots of debate on the potential future power of it, etc. And another debate inside of all these crazy debates going on is how will AI affect language learning in the future? Will we all learn through computers and through AI bots, or will nothing ever beat that face-to-face one-on-one conversation? Now, I'm probably in the latter camp. I do believe that personal face-to-face communication will never be beaten, but that's just my opinion. It's irrelevant. The fact of the matter is, Langotalk is jumping on a trend, and it's a very, very cool thing as well. It's really neatly laid out for you. It's very easy to follow, and it allows you to just pick up and talk whenever you want. So you don't have to take a class to learn the grammar point or the months of the year or the colours. You can just open up your Langotalk, play with the AI tutor and get your results straight away. You can have a quick talk. So maybe every day, what I've been doing, I've just been telling some of the bots just what I've been up to, just as I would be talking to someone out on the street. What have you done today? I went to the gym, I cooked, I did some studying. Now I'm tired, I'm going to read a book and call my family. Just stuff like that, day-to-day stuff. Nothing outrageous or crazy, the stuff I would say to another human being. And that's how I've been using it. I think it's very, very cool. And the great thing, we know it will improve in the future because this is very new. They will keep improving. They'll no doubt add new languages. There'll be new technology and improvement. So all in all, we rate Langotalk very highly. The whole marketing department have had a good play with it. We really like it. It's definitely a 9 out of 10 kind of app. So very well done to the guys behind the team at Langotalk. We hope you've enjoyed this review. Don't forget to get onto our Discord channel, follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, and come to Asia. Come and study with us because Langotalk in AI is great. But as I said, nothing beats studying in person. So come and hopefully I'll see you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.